You ever get that feeling that's like, you just want to leave everything? It comes from this like deep in part inside of you where it's just like, you know what, maybe you're unsatisfied with your life, or maybe you are happy, but you just want to try something out, and you just want to pack up everything and go. Don't tell anyone where you're going. Just walk someplace and stay there for a minute, an hour, a day, a year. To just leave yourself behind and go be something new. Someone new. That's kind of the feeling I'm having right now. Anyway, hey, my name's Aiden, Arson, Ari, whatever you want to call me. It is 6:10 p.m. I haven't had a single thing to eat today, and it is 16 degrees outside. And I do not have cocoa, sadly. Hey, it's future Aiden. Or past Aiden. You know, it's Aiden. And, I got food. It's now currently 9 p.m. Yeah, I went a little bit. I got a sandwich down at the cafe and a coffee. And I did have hot cocoa, but I drank it all. Sorry. So you may be wondering where, the just out of nowhere, wanting to pick up and go came from. And to be honest, I don't really have an exact, metric of where it started, this feeling inside of me of just like, you know what, I'm going to pack my bags and walk into the middle of the woods and no one's seeing me until I'm 50 or maybe even older. They're just going to stumble across me one day and be like, yo, we all thought you were fucking dead. And I'll be like, I wasn't dead. I was in the middle of the woods with my woods wife and woods husband and woods children. Oh, fuck, I'm at a commune. Shit. Future Aiden lives in a commune and probably a cult. Ah, fuck. It's that one movie. God, what the fuck is that movie? It was really good, too. I apologize. The Wrong Turn remake, basically. Anyway. I think this stems, honestly, just from, a lack of fulfillment in life, which I feel kind of content right now, so I don't have this lack of fulfillment, but it's just this thought I've been messing around with, just go into the woods and maybe just live there for a week. I couldn't do it for too long. I love the modern society utensils. Being able to shower, how amazing. Being able to sleep in a decent, adequate, being able to sleep on something is really great. The modern luxuries of life are ones that I enjoy dearly. However, at the same time, I feel that, the harsh divide between living in the woods with just, bare bones essentials and here being... Fuck, am I describing camping? No, camping's lame. I don't want to describe camping. I want to describe me going off into the middle of the woods and fucking being a monster. There's this video that I've had. It's all edited, it's all recorded, everything. It's a gameplay video of the forest, and I haven't uploaded it on the main Arson channel. I've had it for years though, and I want to upload it, but I haven't. And to be fair, I don't really exactly know why I haven't done it. It's just it's there, and I feel like I can do better by it. But maybe I will. And essentially, if you were to watch that video, maybe plugging, I don't know, you'd get an idea of how I would live in the woods. Speaking of picking up and leaving, I've done a lot of traveling in my life. Albeit the scenarios of why I was traveling are not the most nice nor the best, but I've done a lot of traveling. I was born in Vermont, and then I moved around a lot with my mom, and I kept coming back to Vermont because Vermont is my home, man. It is. I love this place more than anything. But so I remember living in Florida. And in Florida, I had so many of these dumb stories, which I'll probably tell in the podcast, definitely. But I remember just late at night thinking of Montpelier which is our state's capital, if you didn't know. And it's also where I spent a decent amount of my time growing up. And I memorized the entire streets. So I just had them in my mind. And it felt like home to me. And I missed my home very dearly, but I couldn't go back to it at the time. Florida was nice, though. At least where I lived in Florida. I lived in Gainesville. And Gainesville is very unique. It's like the lightning capital of the country, I believe. Due to how many lightning strikes there are there. But I lived in this apartment complex. And I had these friends who used to ride scooters all around. And my one friend didn't have a scooter. So he was kind of the odd man out. So we didn't want to ride them around him. Because we were like, oh, we don't want to leave him behind. He's cool. But one day I had in my possession 2 Razor scooters. And I gave one to him. So he could join us. And I think about this sometimes, and I'm like, I wonder if he ever kept it or something. That'd be really cool. Yeah. But yeah, I've done a lot of traveling, and I have a fair amount of horror stories that came from that. Some based in reality, and others based in kids seeing spooky shit, equating it to ghosts, or maybe it was ghosts. Who the fuck knows? But one time, I was moving to California back when I was 12, I think. And sorry, I gotta crack my knuckles. Yeah, it's a habit. But so how we decided to get there was we were going to drive in a car to California. I believe it took a week, to be honest. I've done a lot of repressing of that time because there was a lot of shit that went down. But, sorry, I feel kind of a bit off. So a week-long drive in a car from Vermont to California with a pregnant woman, a child, my stepdad and my uncle. It was intense. It really kind of broke me down a lot. There were many times where we had to stop and do our bickering in the middle of a parking lot. I remember probably the most deserving of this story is we didn't even really leave yet. We were just getting into New York, and I sneezed, and I said, "Bless me." Now, if you're like me and you don't know the official term to respond with a sneeze other than achoo, fuck, and or achoo, I believe it's I still don't know. I still don't fucking know, but that's whatever. I still say bless me, and I don't give a shit. But my stepdad, he cared. He cared a fuck ton. So what he did was he stopped the car, and he said, "Correct yourself right now." This is the same man that if I ever said library or anything besides library, he'd come to me and be like, "You fix your words right now, or there will be consequences." This is back when I was really afraid of him. And, he stopped the car. Dead ass. This wasn't a slow stop. This was a and then fucking stopped. And he yelled at me to fucking sneeze correctly. And then my mom got pissed because she was defending me. It was like, "Hey, listen, does it really fucking matter?" And he's like, "Yeah, it matters. It's polite." And then there was a whole stop that we had to do. We parked outside of a Wendy's, and basically, my mom had Coke. She had a Coca-Cola, and what she did was she fucking threw it at him. She threw it at him and poured it all over his dashboard. This is a new car, by the way. He got a new car just for this. And, it stopped. We all got out. My mom, brought me behind the Wendy's and was like, "Listen, you have to fucking deal with it." You have to deal with it. He's the father of your sister. You gotta do it. Just sneeze correctly. And I said, I'm sorry. I just didn't realize. I apologize. She said, it doesn't matter if you didn't realize. You pissed him off. And I caused an issue. And then they fought more. There was more fighting in this Wendy's parking lot. And eventually my mom got up and she walked. And she went to a Target. And preceding her walking into Target were threats of her saying, I'm going to kill myself and this baby. I was 12. This is outside of a Wendy's in a state I am not familiar in. We had been driving for, I believe, a day. The only person I really had there was my uncle. And to be honest, I don't really remember him doing anything. That's not saying he didn't. That's me saying I don't remember him doing anything. But, I followed my mom to the Target. I solid snaked my way into that fucking Target, making sure she never saw me. Hiding behind stalls, hiding behind fucking aisles. I was like in a stealth mission. And I saw her buy something and got up. And I walked up to that worker and I asked, hey, what did she just buy? And I'm like, I'm her son. She's not mentally healthy. What did she just buy? And she said, she bought a fucking razor blade. And I was like, oh no, bro. And then I ran after her. And I grabbed the bag from her. It looked like a 12-year-old had just mugged her. And I took it and I ran. Because I was like, nope. No. Don't trust that shit. To be honest, this is where my memory gets a little bit blank. I've had to repress a lot of this shit. But what happened next was it was me and my uncle were sitting down, I think probably still outside the Target. And my stepdad pulls up in the car and he says to me, you know this is all your fault, right? I had to covertly sneak into a Target and then steal a razor blade from my mother because she was going to kill herself in a gas station bathroom. Or at least she threatened to do it, and she bought a weapon to do it. And all of that was caused because I sneezed wrong. That's one of my favorite travel stories I believe I have. Another one that I think was really funny is on this same trip the day before, they got a hotel room. And me and my uncle had to share one. I love my uncle a lot, but we had to like share a bed, and I was putting pillows and like in between us. And I just remember him making an off-comment remark. I was like, do you really think that's going to stop the gay? And I was like, huh? What? And it was just really funny. Dude, my uncle's hilarious. I love that man dearly. I'm going to his wedding soon. I'm going to be the best man, which is fucking incredible, dude. When I first found out he was getting married, I was like, oh, hey, someone texted me. Let me check this text real quick. Oh, hey, TikTok. Lovely. Anyway, it's just somebody. I'll respond to them in a bit. But, actually, I should probably make sure to edit this out. But who knows? I may not. I'm going to be his best man. And when I first found out that he was getting married, my grandmother texted me. She's like, dude, what if you're the best man? And I was like, I mean, if I am, that's fucking sick. But if I'm not, that's perfectly fine. I'll be 100% okay with attending the wedding. And then my uncle texted me like weeks later, and he was asking me these questions. He's like, hey, well, what about you? What do you think about this? What do you think about this? What do you think about this? And I was like, I don't know. And then, like, honestly, I'm still doing college and like pandemic, and especially with him because his fiance is immunocompromised, which means he has to take the pandemic very seriously. And she's done a lot for me in the past. She helped me get out of California the most recent time. And she put her life on the line for me when in the middle of the pandemic, the vaccines weren't out yet, and I had to get on an airplane. And she got in a car with me. I had been all over the fucking state. I had been with people who were not good. They were anti-vaxxers. They were not smart by any metric. but she put her life in the line for me. I owe it all to those two. They're great people. And so I said, I may not be able to make it. And he says, oh no, you have to make it. I was like, well, I mean, like, I'm not trying to, like, avoid this. I want to be there, but I may not be able to. He was like, you're the best man. You can't leave. And I was like, what? Fuck do you mean? I'm the best man. Oh, hey, Cam. Thanks for the text. So, that's how he told me I was the best man. I actually have the... hold on, let me pull it up. Yeah, I do. I have the invitation right here. I saved it. Nowhere on here does it say I'm the best fucking man. Can you... I was delighted. I was on cloud fucking 9. I was like, yes! Yes! Oh, it was such a great time. I really enjoyed it. So here's some other travel stories, because I've had to travel a lot. Before, this was a long time ago. And this is, I was born in 2002, so this is after 9/11. This is when, like, a lot of the plane regulations were changing. But when I was little, and I know this because it fucking happened to me, I could travel on a plane alone. I was 9 years old. I had a backpack. That was it. During one of the multiple periods in my life where I've had to change houses and change parents, or parental figures at least, I was coming back to Vermont for my first time ever. And a 9-year-old little boy on a plane with a clear backpack that was stuffed to the brim with Legos. I was just flying on a plane all by myself. And dude, I felt like I don't even really remember it that much. But it's just insane thinking about, like, in hindsight, because I have to go get on a plane like in a few months. And they need like 7 different forms of ID. They need to search me up and down to make sure I'm not a terrorist. They got to check inside my asshole, all that good shit. And then, like, a fucking 9-year-old kid just on a plane being like, I have Legos. It's funny. Oh, wait, fuck, I wasn't 9. Shit. Hold on. I was like, wait a minute. I had to be like, man, I'm piecing this together in my head because I was moving from South Carolina to fucking Vermont, and I was on a plane by myself. I had to be less than 5 or 5. I think I had to be less than, I may have been 5 years old, but dude, that's fucking insane. Oh man, shit, fuck. New Aiden lore. And this wasn't a one-off thing. I did this multiple times when I was little. I just, like, hop on a plane. And then sometimes, like, when me and my brother were gonna go visit my mom, like, I'd be the adult, I guess, even though I was, like, I think 15. And then it would be like, all right, we're going. God, that's a realization. Here's another story from my travels. Another time when I was leaving from Vermont to Florida, there's a lot of me going to a place and come back to Vermont. I love this place. Sorry. We took a train. It was me and my guardian at the time, Lauren, who has remained a really close friend of mine. And basically, it's me and Lauren. We're on the train, and I made friends with just these 2 kids that I don't remember their names. I don't know nothing about them. I just know I walked up to them, said, "You want to be friends?" And then we took a picture. And Lauren had that picture for years. It's in, like, a red book somewhere. And it's fucking insane to think about that, like, there are 2 random kids out there that just, like, are connected with me through the bonds of friendship. Oh, I think it's hilarious. One of the longest friends I've had, like, online for a while, is someone I met through Overwatch. and they've been a really good friend to me. I still remain in contact with them, but we don't talk a lot. However, one time, our paths almost crossed. Before we even met, my school had a New York trip, and I was going, and apparently, her school had a New York trip at the same time, and she went. So we almost like saw each other. And then I think I met her like a month later, which is insane. Because if you think about like, just imagine if we met and like something happened, like there was a fight between the schools or some shit, some like really dumb, stupid like cause fight anger, and then we meet. And I'm telling them the story of this time that like I went to fucking New York and this one rival school like attacked us or something. And she's like, "Oh, dude, that's funny. I also went to New York and our school attacked some fucking punk school." And like that's how we met. Dude, imagine. That'd be fucking hilarious. Ah. Oh. Travel stories are always very interesting. Sometimes it's a little bit more fun to kind of like see what other people have traveled. When I wasn't living with my mom, but I went to go visit one time, I saw that they went to Hawaii. The entire family. The entire family minus me. Which is, you know, it's sad. But there's a picture that they have. It's on a, it may be broken. I mean, it probably is. But I remember seeing this picture of them. It was my stepdad, my mom, my biological brother, my sister, and then my two stepbrothers. Which is, if you add me, that's the whole crew. That's the family. And they're all there. They're all in Hawaii. They all have the tourist decor on. And I'm not there. And, you know, I honestly don't think I would have wanted to go. But at the same time, it's like, the fuck? I'll be honest, I'm running out of vacation stories. I have traveled a decent amount of times, but like I've never really gone to a place that like, I don't know, feels like a vacation. The rest of the stories I feel like I have are going to be a little bit depressing, and like, to be honest, I don't want to be depressing all the time. You know, that's something. Like I made this so I could vent, but like at the same time, I don't, if people are watching this, which apparently they are, I got like 10 views on a video, which is insane. But like, dude, I don't want to be depressing all the time. I want to be entertaining, but like I don't think I am entertaining, which sucks. And I realize that this rant is a little bit depressing in its own sense, which isn't helping me. But, you know, whatever. No one said these videos had to be full hours anyway. I'm Arson, Aiden, Ari, whatever you want to call me. I hope you have a lovely day.